Live. Hi, everybody. Wait a couple of minutes to see if I can see some of you coming on live. This is the first time that we do a live on YouTube, so I'm a bit nervous. But I hope that to bring some entertainment for a little hour and see how you're doing as well. First of all, I want to thank everybody for the concern the last 10 days that I've not been feeling well. I'm still not 100%, but I really wanted to be here today. With friends helping me, I'm sitting down, so I should be fine. I think why today? Why did I want to go live today with you guys? Is because tomorrow is my birthday, and normally my family always takes me to a longer trip for my birthday, my husband treats me for a beautiful birthday away. But this year, because of COVID and the situation, we could not go anywhere. So I thought that the second best thing for me was to celebrate with you. And I thought it was a nice thing for me to tell you a little bit more about myself, a little bit more about mYak. I have an agenda packed with information today, and I hope you will enjoy it. I just want to, say it, that me going live and talk about knitting and beautiful things and beautiful new samples that we have is by no means I want to take away from all the important things that are happening right now. There is so much going on in the world, especially here in the US, but across the world, let alone the health pandemic, but all of the issue that we have here in the States and throughout the world with the Black Lives Matter movement. I just want to make sure that you don't feel I want to take away from that. If anything, we have been trying to tell people to do their own research, to listen, to participate, to fundraise and to contribute in any way they can. And so have we. It's very important to us to be part of the movement, to be part of this very important moment in the history of not only of the United States, but in the global history. So I hope that our little contribution will be able to change or make a little change. There are a lot of people out there right now doing a lot for the movement for changing things. And we have been trying to start new collaborations as well and trying to support Black businesses and Black voices, especially Black designers. And we've been in contact with them, and you will see in the months to come what we've been doing. As I said, there's a lot you can do, and and I think what we're trying to do. We try to leave space for other when we can to amplify Black voices. And what we're trying to do, we try to stand in the gap. That's as Gigi, as Gail says, and we're doing the best that we know. We are small, but we still have a voice, and we will try to use our voice in the best way that we can. And as I said, this today, me smiling, laughing, and make silly things and showing you beautiful things does not want to undermine what is really what is important. So it just, I thought. My birthday, you're there, a lot of you are home, and I just wanted to spend some time with you. So before we talk about all of my favorites, as you know, we have been doing the Knitting Yak. We started with our Instagram live chat, the Knitting Yak, a couple of months ago, as soon as COVID started and we all were in lockdown, and we thought it was a nice way for us to keep you company and to highlight some of the work of the designer that we've been collaborating with. And slowly the chat have sort of, took up time on their own, and they start moving. More people were asking about. I had more people following us in the chat, and I see some of your messages, so I will try to also answer the question as you are. Thank you, everybody. I see Eileen. I see many people coming on live. I'm so grateful for you doing this. So the Knit and Yak start really well, and we will continue, not as often as before, because a lot of people have gone back to work, but this is something that we will continue. But we thought that we wanted to go live, just me, and see, maybe you have questions, and maybe you want to hear more about us as well. So today I am back in the showroom. You can see behind me, we try to, to put a few of the samples that we have. And I really miss being here. It's a beautiful space for all of the people that have been in the New York showroom. You know how much I love the space, how much I love the light, how much I love the West Village. And I really, really missed it. So, and on top of that, 10 days in bed, I really wanted to get out and have a little walk. So let's start with what matters. So if you have questions, I will try to answer the questions and interrupt myself in the train of thoughts that I have. But let me get a drink first. When can we come visit? Are you open by appointment? Not yet. I will, and I just have to make sure that everything is set up and sanitized here as well. Right now it's a bit messy, but I will accept people coming in one by one and with an appointment to shop, but you won't be able to stay here and knit like you used to do. So first thing first, I'm very excited about this. I'm excited about everything, you know me. And I like the flowers, yes. Yes. I have these beautiful flowers on the back. Look at that. I think I'm going to get spoiled today. And so today, I had a little problem with the DHL. The DHL was supposed to send me this new beautiful design by Lucia Ruiz de Aguirre, the Spanish designer that we worked with for a couple of other projects, and we had a chat with her on the Knit and Yak, and all of you really, really liked her work, and I was like so amazed to be able to work with her again. And she created a beautiful shawl called Elva shawl, and she gifted that shawl to me and sent it by DHL or by other mystery shipment here in the US. But it didn't come up. It didn't turn up yet. I'm sure it will arrive tomorrow or Monday, because that happens to me all the time. So I have a picture, and I posted on Instagram, and I will post I can't say the word, but I can post the hell out of it, because it's really, really, really beautiful. I'm trying to see if I'm just giving away part of the pattern, but I'm not. Is done in the Tibetan cloud. In this particular case is knit in Passiflora. It's really gorgeous. It has some beautiful detail, like all of Lucia's designs, and it's only with 2 skeins of our cloud, and so it's really, it's really, really beautiful. I wish I had it here, because it's a lightweight shawl, is good for all seasons. Lucia has posted a picture of the second shawl that she had made for herself in another color, which is the Salice grigio. No, it's not. It's in a greenish color, Ginepro, the greenish Ginepro. And you will see it on our Instagram as well, and we will post it. So make sure that you get, it's called Elva, E-L-V-A. The Elva shawl, I know, is written upside down, but make sure you buy the pattern today. I think, oh, thank you for happy birthday. So my birthday is really tomorrow, but I'm so happy to have all of these happy birthday. I can just get them all in, and I think each one will make me feel better. I love Ginepro too, Eileen. I see that. Ginepro and of course Passiflora. So Passiflora is one of my favorite. Is because it's like a purpley, brownish, and I think it's really, really, really nice. So that is very special. Unfortunately, as I said, I cannot show you the shawl, but here it is, Elva, and you will see it on our Instagram, and it is already up on our website. So interesting, everything that I'm going to talk about today is already up on our website. We have kit organized in different colors. The easiest way to search on a website is just to go on the search button and type up the name, or you go under kit and you just decide what you would like. As a reminder though, most of our retailers also have the same yarn, the same colors that we have. And please do shop through your local yarn store. They really need your support as much as we do, but you know, they have even higher. They have a higher fee, they have rental, they have people. And it's been a tough few months for all of them. So if you can, shop through your local yarn stores if they carry mYak. If not, just go on our website and support us. You support a little bit of both. Why don't you buy one kit here and one kit there? So everybody is happy. Second, just a little note, something else, nothing to do with knitting, but this is how I came in today, as everybody needs masks. So this is one of my masks. How cute is that? I received this as a gift from a wonderful friend who is a knitter, and she makes these and she coordinates that with the bags as well. She makes some beautiful bags, and she made one for me and one for my little one. So we have matchy mask, and of course they also match the bag that I bought from her a while ago, and I'm Theresia Smith. And I will on the YouTube, when the live is finished, I will post the place where you can buy her bags. You can order her bags. She has some really some nice the bags and the mask. And this is another one that I have. Doesn't it match my? Look at that. It even matches my scarf. That's cute. I just wanted to give a shout out for her because she has been helping me quite a bit during this time, especially with my daughter. She's a retired first grade teacher, and she really did help Anastasia with some of her homework. So I'm very grateful to Theresia for that. Second things up is something I'm so excited. I'm sure that most of you, if you don't, just go and check her out because she is amazing. I want to talk about Marie Wallin. Marie Wallin is a British designer, and she was the head designer for Rowan. And she has done the most amazing Fair Isle design. She has beautiful books, Shetlands. She has her own yarn, and she has made, in the last few years, she published quite a few books, and she has the most amazing design. Design that, oh, Margaret, yes, I know you are a big fan of Marie Wallin. I think every time I see you knitting one of her design, I'm like, oh, God, can you please knit one for me? They're a bit too, bit too complicated for me yet, but I will get there. So I met Marie Wallin. I've always been a huge fan. And when I knew that a couple of years ago, I was going to Edinburgh, to the Edinburgh Yarn Festival, I had it like on top of my list, trying to meet Marie Wallin. And so I went to her stand. Her stand was beautiful with all of her designs and the yarn and everything. It was so amazing and beautiful. And I started talking to her, and she was so nice. And she took all the time and listened to my story, listened to what I wanted to do. And I don't know why, for the first time, I told her of a little project that we had in mind that Andrea and I were very passionate about, but we had not started yet just because we could not find enough funding to do it. The income that we have from the yarn and the sales is not enough. We're not big enough to start something else as we wanted. And what something else was a little project to work with a small group of women in a very poor area on the Tibetan plateau, not too far from where we source our fiber, but far enough to be much poorer, in a semi-nomadic and semi-desertic area, where people are less nomadic and more like farmer, but they are saying poor is nothing. They're really, they hardly have anything to live, and there's no jobs, hardly any farming. And the young people leave to go to the city trying to find a better life condition, better life. So what's left behind is women. They're not so young anymore, and they're trying to make a living and try to support themselves. Very often women, they are my age, but they look like, much, much older because of the strenuous work that they do. And Tibet has a rich tradition, a rich textile tradition. If you think about all the beautiful tanka hanging, the paintings, the braid in their hair, the chuba, the traditional work. Hi, Meredith. And the apron, they are woven, the tent that they have this rich tradition. But slowly, because nobody is buying the product anymore, or because the younger generation is going away, trying to find alternatives, the traditional skills have been dying. So traditional skills are like weaving, spinning with a spindle, and dyeing with natural dyes. They had amazing colors. I mean, in my years spent there, I saw some amazing natural dyes with flowers and herbs and minerals. There's a lot of rich, if you think Tibet is very rich in minerals. So Andrea and I thought, what if we bring those skills back? What if we can do something to help these women trying to support themselves, bring some income back to their homes, and at the same time revive the tradition and show to the outside world how beautiful. You know our passion for Tibetan culture, of course. You know the passion that we have for fiber, and we wanted to take a step further and see whether we could do this. An idea was trying to go through the chain of having the women sourcing the wool, do the spinning with the spindle, and then the weaving. When Andrea was there, he saw in the conditions that these women were weaving some of the things in, and they had a loom that is on the floor, and we will post more about this. And basically they were bending down almost like a 90 degrees angle to weave. So down on the floor. So you could see all these women. The back, it was absolutely I could just cry by just looking at the pictures, to be honest. And I've seen them enough to see. Oh, Teresa, how are you there? You were there. Anyway, so we thought, what if we just start with the loom and we provide few looms for this group of women, and we form them in a group, in a cooperative, in a small enterprise. We provide them the loom that is stand up, and they can sit comfortably and try to do that. I mean, that would be just one step. So I was telling all of this to Mary Wall in Edinburgh, and she listened and got her books, and off I went. It was only a few days later when I got an email from her saying, I'm passionate about Tibetan culture, and I would like to help. How can I help? And I said, I don't know. Maybe if we do like a startup, a GoFundMe campaign or a Kickstarter, maybe you can contribute with something. And she said, why don't I design something that you inspire me to design with your yarn? That would be the first time she designed something not for her own brand or for Rowan when she was a head designer. And I said, well, that would be incredible. And I know I'm giving you the long story, but I wanted you to understand how passionate I am about this design. And she said, you know what, I'm just going to design, use the pattern, and please, the profit that you will get from the kit that you will sell, put them towards this project. And so today is the official launch of the pattern. The pattern name is Laza, and is a beautiful pullover that is made with our mYak silk line. And I have the pullover right here. The kit is exclusively available on our website, and I will soon mention 1 or 2 stores that we also carry the kit. And so here it is. Ta-da! I should have like a music or something because it's so incredibly beautiful. So this is the pullover, and it's so light but the design, the subtle, I have everything I like. And so this is all of the colors that we have. I wish you could see, is everywhere. It's not just one little side. So Margaret, this is like, prepare yourself because you will have to knit this one. I should just, I wish I could put it on right now, but it was a bit hot here, so I was afraid of messing things up. And I want to show you the inside, because I think that the inside is as beautiful as the outside. And she has really, it's a lot of yarn. I know it's going to be, it's a lot of yarn, it's a lot of money, but I think that you will have leftovers to do other things. And, but this is, for me, is the best birthday gift, because by purchasing this, you can contribute to, one of our little dreams that we have, and will allow us to start this project. And we will try to figure out another way where we can raise funds for that project. Andrea is ready to start. We are talking to the women that we have selected. We have found a location. We have already identified the loom and the person that can train them. So hopefully, and of course, we will put in our own money as well, as much as we can. But this is, I just wish you could touch it, because it's so soft, because it's all the mYak silk, which I have here. And so I'm just asking one thing. Can you give me the cafe latte in there, the skein of cafe latte? I have Amy here, so kindly, just in case something happens, she came here to help me today. So the base is the mYak silk, and the base is prana. But, and all of the other colors, so many beautiful colors that we have, and I think she put them all in. It's incredible what she managed to do. But all of the colors and more are in this beautiful design. But because prana, so the main color, so this main color, we still have a little bit available here in the US, but it will only come back in September, trying to get things right. So an alternative, and we put up the kit on the website as well, is to use our cafe latte, which is a mYak and cotton blend, 50% mYak and 50% cotton, instead of the 50% mYak and 50% silk. So you will have, more or less the same effect, and we have more of these available. So on the website, you have two options. And I saw Felicia is online. So Felicia from Pick Up Every Stitch here in the US will carry a few kits as well. And we are talking to a couple of other stores as well to see whether we can, they can help us with this. So again, this is Lhasa, L-H-A-S-A, by Mary Wallin. And Mary also has agreed to do a live chat with us on Instagram for the Knit mYak. So I will let you know when that is coming up, and for sure we will discuss about this. So I had this new release. I had the Elva shawl by Lucia Ruiz, and then I told you that I was going to have a guest. It's not a person, but it's something very special. So you know how much we love yaks, of course. And you know how our Knit mYak, which is a little Knit mYak, has been very popular. I love it, I love the color. We collaborated with Tibetan artist Rapkar Wanchuk here in New York for most of the designs that we have. He has designed a Knit mYak. He has designed our little sheep, and is designing something new that is coming very, very soon in October. And from that, we also did the pins. Yeah, I think a lot of you have bought the pins. So the pins are available on our website as well. We had a Knit mYak pin, and sorry, and the little sheep that goes together with our cloud wool. So I need to drink. Rullo di tamburi, we say in Italian, when you just play the drums, waiting for something special. I know that a lot of people have asked us, what about crochet? What about crochet? You only talk about knitting. You know, I can hardly knit. Can you imagine if I could learn about crochet? But one of my other dreams was to turn this little yak, our Tashi, the knitting yak, into a crochet kit. It only took us 1.5 years to find the right person to work with, find the right idea, do the design, and do it together. And we did it. So with no further ado, here I introduce you my friend Tashi, the knitting yak. Isn't that adorable? He has a little scarf. And let me see, I'm going to, he's dropping stitches now. Okay. So the kit is done with the 3 natural colors of the yak. So we have the chocolate, the dark chocolate brown. You see it has fluffy hair and it's so soft. I think Anastasia, when she saw, she said, can I play with it? I said, don't touch it until I show it to people. It has the body is our desert. This is all done with a medium desert. And the horn are with the oatmeal. And remember that the colors change of our, seasonally. So it might be that in the kit that you will find the oatmeal a little bit lighter than this. It has these ears. You can see it has it has a little tail as well. But he knows how to knit better than me. Look at that. So it comes with the little needles as well, and is knitting his little scarf. And you can choose, I think we have a few options for the scarf, or you can use any yarn for the scarf, but the kit will have the scarf as well. We work with an Italian crochet designer, Ilaria, and now the family name escapes, but it's on our website. Sorry, Ilaria. You can pre-order it now. We still are putting them together. Literally, it arrived 2 days ago. So you can pre-order right now on our website, and we will be shipping them probably in mid-July. The kit has the yarn that you need for everything, has the stuffing, has the needles, the eyes, and the only thing that we don't provide is the crochet hook. So this is the Tashi, the knitting yarn. What do you think? Do you like it? I can see some comments coming up. So this is it. Is there any question that I see that I missed, that I didn't answer, or am I good? Yeah, all right. So it took a while to go from this to here, and but we got it. Anastasia, she loves it. She loves it. She already said that she needs to hit him a little hat, and then another scarf. When he finishes his own scarf, she will knit him another scarf. So she's very excited about the new addition that was sitting in my room until yesterday. So yes, she does love it. I hope you like it as well. It took us a while to figure this one out, but we are very happy with the result. It's very, it's very soft, it's very nice, it's very, and who knows what else we will come up with. But it only takes us 1.5 years, so I'm a bit slow doing these kind of things. So those were the 3 big new things that we come up new, and there is a few new designs that will be released next week as well. And we will have a chat. I think we have 2 knitting yak coming up Wednesday, again, if I still feel okay like this, and next Saturday. Next Saturday is with Nancy Marchand, so the Queen of Brioche, and she's going to release a new pattern as well. So now, as I promised, I was going to go through some of my favorites. I mean, you know, it's very difficult to play favorites, but we all have favorites. I love everything that everybody does with our yarn, and I wish I could just show you all of the designs, but we have to pick a few for today. And I hope that what I show you is something that that you like as well. And if not, you know, there's so many other things on our website and on, you know, that you can refer to. I think our website is very good for you to look at, get ideas, and then you call up your store and say, hey, I've seen on the mYak website, I have this kit. Do you have it too, or can I buy the yarn from you? So use a website as a resource, not just to shop, but also as a resource for you to find information. And also, we always link the pattern on Ravelry, so you can find all the pattern information on our website too. Doing a live is much more difficult than doing a live with two people, because I feel I'm talking to myself. You like my blouse? Oh, there you go. Hi. I love it too. I got it last year for my birthday, actually. So let's start. In no particular order, just the order that I see the samples near me, and I grab them and I show them to you. And these are things that either have been released in the last few months, and or that we had an opportunity to discuss on the Knitting Yak with the designer. So first things up is Celeste. And you will see a lot of pink, of course. I will try to show you something that is not pink, but it's kind of hard for me. Celeste is by Sari Nordlund, is a beautiful sweater. You can do it with long sleeves or short sleeves. We opted for short sleeves, and in the medium weight. In Sweetie, the design, the bubble, everything is so beautiful. And the interesting thing is that this yoke is huge yoke with all of those bubbles, but it's still very light. And it is one of our favorite as well. We launch it, and as soon as we launch it, Sari published her in mustard, and we knitted ours in dusty pink. So these were the two colors. Sari did it in mustard, and we did in dusty pink. Few days after she published, we sold out of both colors, and we had to wait until it was back in stock. Sorry. Sorry, let me do that. So dusty pink is now back in stock, will arrive in the US in probably like a week, 10 days, and in less than a week in Europe. So if you order from the Italian website, which covers all Europe and international orders, you will be able to get. Dusty pink, the new dusty pink that will come is a little bit lighter than this one, which is very similar to the dusty pink that we had a year ago. So, you know, because of the base is lighter, automatically this will be lighter. And I don't know if you have seen our the blush color that we have. I think that the dusty pink will be closer to that. Less dusty, but still very, you know, very, very, very beautiful. And you can order that, and the stores that have ordered it will get it very, very soon as well. So you can do that. Sari mustard, which is the color that we can't keep them in stock. It got back in stock. It's a lighter mustard. We had it, and it came in and it went out. So we already ran out of it. I think we only have a couple of bags, and we send it to stores, so check it with stores, and it comes back at the end of July. So whatever we have now in stock, if you order, we have a lot of back orders. If you're ordering now on the website, you just have to wait a little bit. So I'm sorry for that, but just, you know, we don't have huge productions, and we never know. It could be that then we produce a lot of one color and then everybody else decides to order another color. But these are the two colors for the Celeste. And you can always, again, one of the good things about a website, you can always check your size so you know the number of skeins. and you can then decide to order whatever color. Another color that is back in stock, which is one of my favorite, which is petrol. Petrol, I can show it here. Petrol is back and being very rich, very bright, and is very, very pretty as well, as much as I love Tibetan sky. So let me put them together so you can see them. This is more like a bluish gray, and the petrol is more like a blue, stronger blue. Don't know why I keep coughing today. I'm sorry for that. So Celeste was my first choice. The second, I'm talking about sweaters first, so that you know, is Garden Gate by Jennifer Steingas. This is the older one, but one pattern that we have knit in our yarn more recently. So Jennifer was our guest at Vogue Knitting Live in January, and she designed silver lining for us in our Baby Yak medium. And she designed it in the petrol. So it was petrol and oatmeal, which I don't have here, but oh yeah, it was the lighter, is a lighter oatmeal. So it was these two colors that she designed it with, and it's a beautiful, beautiful sweater. But I think it's because it's a little bit warmer with longer sleeves. I thought that I show you my second favorite, which I wear all the time, and I think if you've seen a lot of pictures of me recently, both from January or whenever we were out there doing things, Garden Gate is my favorite of Jennifer's sweaters. She has since then she has published a lot, and what we find out is that a yarn is perfect for them, for all of the yoke. In this case, the dusty pink again, burgundy on the darker one, and saffron, which is the orange, and is done with the Baby Yak lace held double. So the Baby Yak lace, which is showing it you here, this is our Baby Yak lace, and it just you double it up and it becomes a beautiful fingering, which is perfect for a lot of her sweaters as well. So yeah, this again we opted for short sleeves, and you can find, oh sorry, that's us. That's Amy. I was trying to see the question, but Amy is much faster than me in answering all of the questions. Thank you. I did wear this without anything underneath. I mean, I just, just a small top. So it's not itchy at all. It's very breathable, like all of our Baby Yak. So it's, I'm not saying that now it's like, I don't know, in Fahrenheit, but it's 36 degrees out there for us European. So definitely I wouldn't wear it right now. This is a size M that we did that fits me perfectly. It looks a bit big now, maybe because I've been wearing it a lot, but of course the yoke goes both sides. Theona, was that good enough? I can see that you were asking to pull it up. So that was the Garden Gate in Baby Yak lace. One of the most popular pattern? Yes, here it comes. The Moonwake by Andrea Maury. This is her desire sample. She doesn't know that I haven't returned it to her yet. I have the COVID excuse. I kept it. And this is a Moebius, is that how you say it, the word? Moebius cowl. So you can see how, you don't have to do that, but it's really, really nice. And so it's like a tube. You can see, I can move it around and you can see it. And it's done in the Baby Yak medium as well. Because of the dusty pink and the mustard ran out so fast, a lot of people complained that they didn't have the Moonwake in the original color. So now it's back, meaning that you can order. I think we have few still in stock right now if you order it in the original colors, But I think I had so much fun creating combos for this particular design, and I think I created 15 different combos. So I'm sure you can find something else. If not this exact one, you can find something else. And we just concluded our call on Ravelry, which was a lot of fun to see all of the different design. And for me, this one was a little bit dark with a midnight blue. So it has midnight blue, you can see that. Midnight blue, Tibetan sky, mustard, and dusty pink. Again, some people received a mustard that was darker than this, and or a Tibetan sky that was slightly darker than that. And we keep seeing it all the time. It really is the nature of our yarn. We only dye on the natural base, so the natural base is dark. Automatically, what comes out is a little darker season from season. And we are not going to bleach to ensure that people can get lighter colors. But it's a very subjective. Colors are very subjective. So we hope that you understand that what we're trying to do is good for the environment, is good for you, and we will not move away from our principles to ensure that we can have one color that is the same throughout the season. And it's fun actually for me to see each time what comes out of that of the mill, and see when Andrea goes and collects the fiber, and he calls me and he says, oh, the oatmeal is very light, oh, the oatmeal is very dark, and then we just take it from there. I was saying that this version was a little bit dark for me, so I've asked Kame, prolific knitter, which is a great sample knitter, to make one that is slightly lighter. And so we use the dusty pink, the Tibetan sky, the mustard, but I use the oatmeal instead of the midnight blue, and I think I prefer it this way. But it's really, really nice. And I think I would like a hat. I don't know if maybe I should send a message to Andrea, see whether she could just, even a jumper, even a pullover would be very nice like that, or a hat. Maybe I can have it on my head. Anyway, so Moonway Cow. That was one of our favorite, and I had a lot of fun talking to Andrea on the knitting yak. And as I have you here, now that I have you here live on YouTube, I think it really helps if once we put things live, or we put things up, if you sort of like them, if you enjoy them, and if you subscribe, make us feel like better, and make us feel that it's good. Maybe we should do more. And remember, so many of you that I've seen coming up, they know me personally, and you know that we answer as fast as we can, and we always listen to your ideas and your feedback. So feel free to let us know anything that we can improve and make better. Next one is Dane. Don't know why, of course, I chose something that was at the bottom of the pile. Dane is a dream. Dane by Julie Hoover, I think is an oversized cardigan with perfect seams. It's beautiful. I'm trying to show you, and again, like this is let me see, the back. So this is the most comfortable cardigan I have ever put on. I've seen her sample and immediately decided that we needed to have this knit. And I know that Anne from Monarch Knitting, she has just finished hers in 2 color, which are darker version. I think it's Lazy Days and Midnight Blue, I think. And she has the yarn and kits for it in her shop as well, and I think she put them up and she put them out in the newsletter very recently as well. So it just, when you put it on, it's just so nice and warm. If I just collapse from the heat, but it's really, Dane is gorgeous, a classic. Yes, it is a classic, and is you can use. I like my sleeves always very long, but you can always put them up. And even if it's so big. Again, it's very light, like all of the other sweaters, and makes you breathe. How do we make this? Because we don't have a marled yarn, so we decided with Amy actually to put together 2 colors of the lace. So this is, yes, it has a beautiful neckline. Look at that. I'm not the best model, but you can really see how beautiful this is. So we decided to put together 4 strands of the lace to make the right yarn. So we have 2 strands of oatmeal and 2 strands of canyon, but the possibilities are endless. For example, you can have, this is another sweater we did. Another option would be the night flower and dusty pink if you want something on the pink side, or midnight blue and lazy day as Anne from Monarch Knitting has done, or moss and kale if you like green, and Tibetan sky and midnight blue. I think it's the possibilities are absolutely endless for this one. And you know, when you take one of Julie's design, you just fell in love with her design. The elegance, the beauty, the perfection of her patterns is of course wonderful. So these are the 2 colors, and you can see how there you go. You can see how this is the oatmeal. Can you see how these 2 colors differ? This is last year and this is this year. I don't know why I always put the yarn in front of my mouth. But it's very different. Nothing we can do about it. So this is what we did. Yes, we did put it together with the lighter version. This is the canyon and the oatmeal, and it gives you this nice marled effect. I'm taking it off because it's kind of warmish here. That was done by Julie Hoover. As I have it in my hands, it was not on my list, but this is Tenya by Caitlin Hunter, which also is this is an older pattern, a favorite of many. So like probably thousands of projects have been done, but of course we had to do our own version. And again, we use a marled effect with the night flower and the dusty pink, but we did the bottom lace in one color to make it come out a little bit more. And I really, really like the effect that this has. We chose to go with short sleeves as well. And this is my friend Daniela in Italy knitted for me. And it's really, really also beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pattern. This is Tenya by Caitlin Hunter, sorry. Again, I will probably put all of the names of the pattern that we discussed on the down below, and with links to our website. Tomorrow we will send out a newsletter that has a special code as well, a little different maybe than what you got so far, or probably the same code, sorry, the same code that you got so far if you are a newsletter subscriber. If you're not, I just advise you to go on our website at the bottom of our homepage, and there's also a link down below to make sure that you subscribe to our newsletter to get the code that is valid until, the code is valid for 48 hours from today for special, from some special offers, I think. I always get confused about codes, sorry for that. What do I have here? Okay, here. We were talking about Caitlin Hunter. So Caitlin Hunter, we were supposed to finish the test knit. Actually, Amy was supposed to complete the test knit. She's here laughing. The test knit for Glom. Glom? Is that how you call it? Glom. Here. And, but, you know, everybody got busy. I think Caitlin released the pattern a little bit earlier than we thought she was going to, so we could not, Amy could not complete. I could have not done it in a few months anyway. But we wanted to show you our version of Glom. Glom is another beautiful cardigan that it would be perfect also for summer. we decided to use, again, this marbled. We just got carried away with this. And we put together the mustard lace, which I don't have here, and the mustard lace and calendula, botton d'oro. So these two colors. So we put the yellow in the cloud, in the wool, the decay, and the lace. This is a medium, but the lace version of this. Yeah, sorry, here we go. Which is the darker. Now again, you see what happened. Last season and this season. Can you see the difference? This is both mustard. And so the medium mustard that comes out is this. The lace that we have is this, and some of the lighter version is coming too. But we put together the darker one because we liked it better. And well, we didn't really have the lighter one either. So these are the two. One strand each of these to make glow. And I can just show you the back. Let's fake it as is. This is the front, but this is it. Ah, look at that. Does it have? Come in. This is the back, yeah? So just remember, this is the back. So let me lift it up a little bit. This is so beautiful as well. And when it's finished, I'm just going to be the proud owner and wearing it so happily. And actually, Amy is sitting next to me. She is knitting the front as we speak. So hopefully she will be done in a couple of weeks. In a couple of weeks, and we'll be able. But we put it up on the website because it's a gorgeous, gorgeous cardigan, and I just loved it. If it's not pink, it's yellow for me. So here you go. But we also thought, I have to remember to breathe. We also decided to try a couple of swatches. And we have quite a few color combination. Yes, the two colors blend really, really well. And they make a beautiful textile. The fabric that comes out is absolutely stunning. And it's, so very soft as well. It's incredible. Maybe because of the lace of the baby yak, both the wool and the baby yak together, they go really, really, really well. And we decided to also try with the Tibetan sky and the desert. No. Sorry. Sorry. With Salice Grigio and desert. Canyon desert here. Sorry, these two colors. Salice Grigio in the cloud. I thought I was doing something strange. And desert. Again, this is the medium, but it would be the lace. And hi, Janet. Oh, hi, Mom. That's Amy's mom. I call her Mom. So this is the effect as well, which is really, really, really beautiful. But any color combination, again, I think one of the nice things I think about our palette is that no matter what colors you put in together, you can have a beautiful effect. So it really doesn't matter what color you choose. I think we have some guests coming in. We talked about that. Oh yeah. So, and because we are talking about Caitlin Hunter, I thought I'd show you. I just posted it today if I get my needles together. I'm a very slow knitter, and but I love every stitch that I can steal during the day. And I have probably 5 or 6 projects going on right now. And this is the one that I'm slowly working on. This is Time Trades, also by Caitlin Hunter. And I just love it. I think you've seen it growing in my pictures. This is also with the baby yak silk. Let me show you the picture of the actual finished item in the pattern, if I find it here. So this is the shawl. Hi, Lucia. I hope you were here when I talked about your shawl. I'm still hoping that the DHL and the shipping will arrive soon. It is not lost. So here is Time Trades by Caitlin Hunter. And I am a strong believer of fading with solid. Maybe because we don't have other yarn. Or, I just really Oh, and my friend Daniela. Ciao, Daniela. My friend Daniela, who just knit Tenya for me, is also online, so that's great. I miss home. Normally I'm in Italy at this time or somewhere beautiful, but I'm really happy to be here with you guys. So anyway, so this is my time trades. And as I said today in the post, time right now for me is standing still because I'm not well, because I'm not 100%, because we are still home. School is finished, so I'm taking it really, really slow. And when I can, when I don't, shake too much, I knit this because it goes from all of the colors of our baby yak silk that I love so much, and it's just, it keeps going and going and going, and I'm so happy. I think I am at the half point. Sometimes my English, and I'm so happy. So the colors go this way, and now I am on the main color, which is the gelso and prana. I better take some prana back home because I have the funny feeling that the few skeins I have will not last long. So anyway, this is time trades. Again, it's so light, so soft. I can't wait to finish this and wear it maybe in next month. That's how long it takes me to knit anything. I always use the signature needles. They don't pay me for saying that, but they're really my favorite. Everything flows so fast on those needles. I like the stiletto point, as you can see. They are a little bit more expensive than other needles, but and the customer care is absolutely fantastic. So here I am with those. So this is Time Trades by Caitlin Hunter. Oh, sorry, this is the bag that goes with it. Are you tired yet? Can I go on? Do you think you want me to? What kind of needles did you say? Signature needles. And I'm sure that Amy will type it in momentarily. And they have both stray needles or circular needles, but they're really, really nice. Oh, Theona, continue, please. Okay, all right. So, lace. Next one. Our dear friend Jorge. So Jorge has done two wonderful patterns for us, the hipster shawl and the hipster cowl, which I think I have the hipster cowl just there. And I think I've shown it so many times, and I've shown it during the chat with Jorge, and I will be happy if you go and watch that live chat again. But I thought that today I'll bring you something different. Another project that I started, and I will, get back to because I really like it. And incidentally, I have my loop bag here as well. And I also love Here Sharp for lace project. Yes, that's also very good, Olga. Yeah, I love those too. I think, needles are very subjective as well, but here is also very nice. I also like tulip as well. But anyway, I don't know if Susan is watching us, but this was my favorite bag from the pop-up that we did with Susan from Loop London here last November, and I got this beautiful bag during that time. So what's in this bag? Oh yes, so Jorge, there is, sometimes I like her names that she decides to use for her pattern, and I also look for patterns that, yes, love Loop London. Yes, Krista, I'm a big fan too. So I chose Faraway Dreams. Faraway Dreams because we all have dreams, and I think that this shawl is so much easy, that easy stockinette in the middle. It's, is it stockinette or garter? I can't remember now. But it's very, very easy. It's like mindless knitting in the middle. It allows you to really, it's like almost like a meditation. You can just like knit, relax, and keep knitting, and it grows and grows and grows. And then you have the lace, which is very, very beautiful. It's called Faraway Dreams by Jorge. But why this is a little bit special for me? It's special because for the first time, I've decided to use our yarn and combine it with another yarn that I really like as well, of a person that I admire, and a person that makes me laugh, makes me think, makes me judge myself, and makes me feel that I have to do more, learning and research and everything else. So I have decided to use, for the lace part, for the main part, I use, sorry, it's down there, but you don't really see much. I use the our Lazy Day. The Lazy Day is like a purple, dark purple color, so the lace held double, and I decided I got a couple of skeins from Lola Beans and from Adela in this beautiful gray. I don't even know if she has this color anymore. The color is the Moss King. I love the color. I love the name. And I swatched for the lace part, and it comes out really, really beautiful. So I thought that these two colors together, and if you see in the skein, you had the same, almost the same note inside, the same purpley note. It's a gray and note. So I'm going to do these two together, which is very unlikely of me because I'm so, I care much about my yarn, but sometimes I think it's nice to go out of your comfort zone. And so I decided to join these two together. I can't wait to be able to show off a little bit more. It will take me a while to get to the lace one. And I'm sure that you all know the work that Lola Bean Yarn Co. does. She has the cutest logo as well. So if not, just follow her. She has evening chats with Gigi every night at 8, or most night at 8, and they're really, really interesting. So if you want to watch something interesting in the evening, if you have time, is 8 p.m. Eastern. Watch them on either Gigi's Instagram or Adela, Lola Bean Yarn Co. So this is my Faraway Dreams that is secretly in this beautiful bag as well. So that was Faraway Dreams. I mean, with Hohi, I could, just spend an hour talking about her design. So it's not, there's not one design that you go wrong with, but this is the one that we have decided to highlight. And yeah, we like the hipster shawl and the hipster cowl. And I mean, can you just grab it? Let me show you the hipster cowl again, just because it's so amazing. And we have the yarn back in stock. So if the hipster shawl or the cowl has been on your mind, basically this is the cowl that you can wrap around yourself twice. So I actually lived in this particular cowl in Finland in July last year. I thank God I had it with me because it was so cold. Finland in July. The Jonna and Sini of Line told me that was going to be nice and warm. Yeah, forget about it. Like I was freezing. So this is how I was dressed, with another jumper and a coat in Finland in July. But I had a good time. So if you love something snuggly and soft across your body, close to your body, both the hipster shawl and the hipster cowl are amazing. And this particular one is done with Tibetan Sky. Tibetan Sky, oh look, it's even the same one. The Tibetan Sky in the medium, it takes five skeins of that. I wouldn't do it in pink, I promise, but this I really, really liked this one. And the hipster shawl originally that Hohi had designed is in mustard. Yeah, so that's the, and if you have anything something that you want to see that I'm not showing, if I have the sample here, as I have help, maybe Amy will be able to go and grab it in case I have not shown. I talked about Gloam. Now let's talk about one that I love. I love the designer, Kirsten Kapoor, as much as I love her designs. Kirsten is a good friend. I think if you watch our chat on the mYak, you see the kind of relationship that we have, how much of a fan I am. She and Julie Hoover are the people that I go to for advice on colors. And Kirsten is the person that helped me move me away from my comfort zone in colors. And this is one of her results as well. If you think about, this was Dover Lane by Kirsten Kapoor, and it's, for me, a labor of love. It took me so long to make that. And but I put all of the colors. I never thought about putting red. I don't like red, and now I'm wearing red, and I knit with red, and with hot pink and blues. And how about the body tee or shifting sand pullover? Yes, I think we did body tee. So yeah. And so one of the newest design that Kirsten has done is the Newcastle Road. Was not originally done in our yarn. I think the original yarn from Jill Maker, Jill makes stuff, Jill Maker, yeah, which are really beautiful. I think was the Mohawk, I think. But we did ours in mYak medium, and Dagmar, our friend Dagmar here from New Jersey, actually knitted this sample for us. She was test knitting for Kirsten, and we put together the the mustard, oatmeal, Tibetan sky, midnight blue, and petrol. And this, again, is a really, really nice shawl wrap. And I call Kirsten the queen of wraps because she has done some amazing wrap for us as well. And but this is her latest wrap. We've done so many designs. Kirsten has done a full collection of designs for us, and she keeps designing, and can't say enough about her. The next one is somebody was asking about the Barry tee. So this is the Barry tee by, it was coming down my list, the Barry tee in mYak silk by Sarah Solomon. Barry, B-A-R-I, T, like a t-shirt. And is a lightweight, beautiful t-shirt for summer. We had planned to do a live as well with Sarah to talk about tips and tricks to make this, how to cast on and how to like a sweater construction. And we just had to postpone it for various reasons. There was the timing was not good for us. So we are going to postpone it. I have to find a right date with Sarah, but will probably be sometime in July. Hopefully you will join us. It will be a free class that she does on our YouTube channel. And this is why we wanted to start with this live first, trying to see whether we can get people interested and keep going for a little longer before we do like a class or two. But this is also very, very beautiful. And I think I have casted on my own one in Indra, the blue color of the mYak silk. So that is the color that I have casted on. And of course, I didn't do the swatch, so I got told off, and I had to trip, and I'm doing the swatch. So swatch, yeah. If Julie hears me, I had to rip it off completely. This is the third time I have to try to rip something off because I'm not swatching enough. I just watch a little bit and say, oh yeah, it works. It doesn't work, ever, at least for me. So let's swatch, guys. And I was going to, what is coming next? Oh yes, the next one is, I remember the name. Yeah, is, no, I think it was this one. Yeah.
Make it your own.
Oh, sorry. Sorry,
Make it yours.
Make it yours. Sorry. There's so many names that I didn't have all of them written it down. So this is one of Make It Yours. Make It Yours by Melanie Berg. This is one of her latest design. I think, she probably published once a week, one every week. So it's difficult to keep up with her. but it's a very, very pretty one of her, of course, she makes everything that she does is beautiful. And this one is in lace, desert, with a samsara, baby yak and silk, and the savitri in baby yak and silk. So we mix again. We try to mix more of our yarns together and see how they work together, and they work marvelous. They're really, really beautiful. It's a beautiful long shawl. Looking forward to Barity class. My yarn is caked up. Hey, okay, fantastic. So yeah, we will post it as soon as we have a date. So here is Make It Yours. And I think that was really, really beautiful. Again, this is a test knit that Amy did with a yarn. What yarn did you combine for this shawl? The lace desert and samsara and savitri. So here I am. Here, these three. Got them. The desert lace, a samsara, and savitri in the baby yak silk. This was our choice to make the silk pop up a little bit more. So done with that. Lucas scarf, one of my, it's an oldie, but it's timeless. This is Lucas scarf by Julie Hoover. This is also a lace weight with just 3 skeins of our lace weight. This one is in oatmeal, and it's so elegant and so beautiful. Is Love, Make It Yours. Beautiful color combo. Thank you. Yes, please need that one too. It's been, like a lot of people that need this one, but I thought it has to be in our favorite because it's so timeless. The elegance of this, like everything that Julie does is incredible. So here is, and we also need a version in, it's so light. This is just 3 skeins of the of the baby yak lace, but also you can, and I have few people who did that, you can knit it with 50 caffè latte, 50% baby yak and 50% cotton. And this was a limited edition that we did, and that's what is on sale. So it's quite cheap too. I think it's like $20. I can't remember what it is in euro, but it's quite cheap. It's 393 yards for 1 skein, and it's only available on our website just because it was a limited edition that we did. But both for the pullover from Mary Wallin and the Lucas scarf, it's perfect. And we had a couple of people who used it, quite a few people that used it for the Lucas scarf. And I was saying we also have it done in mustard. So any color that you choose for this one is really, really, really nice. And as you can see, again, this was done by Julie a while back. Then we got this mustard in. So you see how different? This is much, much darker. And now the mustard is back. This color, so it's a mix. This is medium, so of course you will see it a little bit darker. So when you go on our website, you actually have an option to choose the darker or the lighter. So it might be that you have to wait a little bit for the lighter one, but you now have an option. We decided that it was, otherwise it was difficult to explain all of this for people. I am looking for, I think it's in the bag, the cocoa, which one? Oh, you got one in there. I didn't bring it up. I'm sorry. I want to see, can you go in the IKEA bag there? I have another. Why is not here? Sorry, guys. Just at the last minute, trying to know. It's a bit, oh, here. Sorry, Amy's here. Sorry. Let me move on while, 1 second. Amy? Here. No, come out. That's the beauty of a live, just there, just there. Sorry. I thought I had it on my lap and I didn't. Now, another thing that we had to postpone, sorry, that's again, we had to postpone our chat with Olga because I was not feeling well and I felt really bad about it. And we are going to We booked the chat with Olga on the 11th of July, I think. Can't wait to make it and dine. I love this show. Ooh, good. And but I can't, this is one of my favorites. So I cannot not talk about it during this live. It would be like impossible not to talk about any of Olga designs. So Olga is, for me, she's one of the most talented, amazing, and I don't want to take away from anybody else. I love all of the designers that work with our yarn, and they're all wonderful. But Olga has something special. I think what she does with texture and design is special. Sometimes I feel like if only I could be in her brain for 5 minutes and try to figure out how she does this. It's from the Kune Kune shawl that she designed for us, to the Juko cowl, to any of the other beautiful designs, and we will talk about all of them on July 11. But this one, oh my goodness me, this is the Koro Koro shawl, done in Tibetan. It's Koro Koro. I think you mistyped it, but it's like trying to walk fast. In the cloud, but it's so soft, it's so beautiful. This is Kame sample, and yes, with this mid-style. Sorry, Olga, it's Koro Koro, not Kora Kora.
Oh,
Kora Kora would be a nice name though, because it's a Tibetan, the Tibetan word for the the pilgrim around the holy sites. So that's a good name for something else. Could a beginner knit that shawl? It looks complicated. Could a beginner? Whoa! Why don't you tune in on July 11, and we will ask Olga that question. I think she's online as well. I think you will take a little bit, you really have to pay attention to the design, and you have to follow. Is a beginner intermediate, as Olga says, a beginner can. I always say to Olga, it's way too complicated for me to knit your patterns, but then when I start, and I can make them. I actually have 2 patterns to her design, the Shima Shima, and another one on my needles, and I will show them on the 11th. And I always think that I'm not able to do it, and then I can do it. The way she writes the pattern, the way she explains things are so good, and it's not complicated at all. But let me show a little bit more of the Koro Koro. This is done with a cloud in Salice Grigio and Calendula, which are the same 2 colors that I showed you before, which are here. No, and these 2. Ginestra. No, I don't have. Oh yeah, I don't have Salice Grigio sold out of that, but that's the color. It's actually Botondoro, is it? Yes. Yeah. It's Botondoro and Salice Grigio. Sorry, not Calendula, because this is yellow. I can see it now. And it's amazing. It's so light, maybe because this was soaked a lot. It's incredibly beautiful. If there is like a few skeins of the cloud that you want to try for this. We made some funny color combination on our website as well. And as you can see also on the back, I have this one. Yes, Kame did a great job. Yes, indeed. So also this one, as I have you here, this is the cocoa wrap. I don't know if you can see it, and I will talk about this one, but let me bring it down. Whoop. The cocoa wrap. That's another amazing pattern by Olga, and we will talk about that in July. It's very difficult to pick favorite, and this is the back. Can you believe it? I mean, seriously, I could wear it both sides. The colors that we chose, also with the Canella, the Calendula in this, and I think it's Ginepro, is incredible. But please do tune in on July 11. Let's see if I can do that. No, sorry for that. And so these are the 2 of Olga that I really love right now. There are so many of them, and we will talk about it more. I have, as you know, we were supposed to have a chat with Isabel Kramer, a while back we had to postpone it. Unfortunately, Isabel is not feeling 100%. She's going through therapy for her shoulder, so she was in a lot of pain. She could not be with us for the chat, but we'll try to catch up with her. But one of the design, one of more recent design that she did was the rosa shawl. And rosa shawl again is knit in mYak medium, and this one is done with the Tibetan sky, oatmeal, and canyon. This is also very, very beautiful. It's a nice, nice shawl. And I think, I was waiting to post up more pictures for the chat, but I think because we won't be able to have the chat soon enough, we will post more photos of this beautiful shawl. And the good thing is that if you get the yarn for the rosa shawl, both the yarn and the pattern comes with the possibility of knitting the cowl for it. So by buying the yarn for the kit, you also have enough yarn to, so you have an option to also knit the cowl. And the pattern includes both. Sorry, I was trying to go around my brain to see what that information was. We decided to knit the cowl to, well, actually, is your version just 2 colors? It looks like the kits are 3. No, they're 3 colors. So let's show it again. So maybe you can see it from the bottom. So you can see the 3 colors here. So you have the canyon, the oatmeal, and the Tibetan sky. So maybe I should pull it up a little bit more. And this is the color. So we decided to use different colors. We decided to use the 3 natural colors for the cowl, just because I really like, there are people that don't like dyes or anything else. So we decided to go with the oatmeal, the chocolate, and the desert, which so happen to be the same colors of a little yak. Oh, Tashi, there you go. Here's Kemi Company. So that's also is 1 skein each. This is very nice. You can also just decide to do the cowl, which is really nice. And I've seen quite a few test knitters that have used the mYak. Unfortunately, I don't have all of the patterns, all of the samples here, and I thought that today I could show you more of what I have in terms of, so I can actually show you the samples. But there are a few designs as well that came out, like spring bulbs by Greta Manson, that also uses cloud. That was amazing, and only has 3 skeins, or 2 or 3 skeins as well. So check that one out because it's really beautiful. And what else do I have that I was supposed to have? I think that was it. I think that I went through all of the favorite that I had, and I have so many more up there. But I went through all of the patterns that I want to talk about. I don't think, I thought about doing a live and tell you more about me and mYak, but I think that's been long enough. I don't want to bore you. Maybe we can do it another time, so that we also are preparing a longer chat with Andrea again to talk more about the process in Tibet and the process of the yarn in Italy. So all of that is in the making, and we really hope that you will tune in and keep supporting us and keep listening to our story. I think I want to thank you everybody for joining in today. Thank you for your comments and for your questions. As I said, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe below, and let your friends know that, if you enjoy this chat, maybe let your friends know. We will record this, and we will put it up so you can, people that missed it can watch at a later stage. And also thank you, Amy, for being here, for the beautiful flowers. And I think I will take a day off, completely off, tomorrow enjoy my birthday with my family. Probably will be in bed, sitting down. But thank you everybody for joining in again, and have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you. Bye.